What's going on, everybody? I'm finally back again to talk about something different. And today I'm going to share a little bit of different ideas. By the way, the weather is getting colder, it's getting nicer. Soon enough, I'm not going to be able to walk around half naked like I always do. The sweaters are going to make a comeback, but that's okay. Anyway, I have just finished reading some article about depression, and it says that it is one of the most common mental illnesses around the world. And it's basically only in the United States there's more than 7%, about 16 or 17 million people having this mental so-called illness. Interesting. Here's what I'm going to share with you. The ultimate power is awareness and knowledge. What I mean by that is basically when there's something that you're scared about, something that's degrading your life, something that you're freaking out about, if you are aware of what it is and why it's happening to you, then you will not freak out as much. And if you don't know, you're going to start making theories and ideas and you're going to freak out more. Let me give you an example before I tell you what really makes people depressed, because I don't think these people are really depressed. They just don't know what's going on. So, yeah. Let me give you an example. This is like when you're having some pain in your chest, and then you tell yourself that you're getting a heart attack and things like that. You assume that it's a heart attack or something, while in reality, believe me, if you're having a heart attack, you'll know. It's gonna be from here to here. Your chest is gonna be contracted and you won't be able to move. You'll know it's a heart attack and you won't be able to do anything about it. Of course, I can't talk from experience about this, but I mean, come on, heart attack. It's not gonna be a little sting or anything like that. So basically, if you're aware about what's going on, then you're not gonna freak out as much because you have the knowledge of what it is. We used to call any illness a plague or a curse or something like that. But when we know about it now, we just go to pharmacy or we go to the doctor and we get the prescription because we know what's causing that and we know what takes it out, and we just use that and we'll be cool. Now, depression. What if depression is predictable and natural, and there is a reason for it to happen? Not all types. I agree that some people are legitimately depressed, but I also think most of them aren't. They just think they are. Okay, that's because they're not connected with their body. Your body and mind need to be connected together. That way you'll be aware of your surroundings and what goes on to you. So here are the ideas. What is depression? I want you to notice the term depress, okay? Now, depress is the opposite of express. It's the opposite of expression. These are, if you want to understand something, understand what the opposite of it, and then you'll know what that is, okay? So, express, in the word express, I want you to look at the prefix X, okay? X, in other words, it means going outward, extending out. Exit, the word exit, outside, right? In science, exothermic system. Exothermic means gives off heat. Now, the opposite of that is depression. That is someone who goes inward as opposed to outward. Okay? Now, the way I know this is because actually one of the reasons that I get depressed, and I've become a master of it now because I'm aware of it. After I learned about it, it doesn't depress me anymore. It's when I have things that I want to share, whether they are ideas or art or performances, things like that I want to share, but I have no one to share with. I have something to give off and I can't, so I keep it to myself, and that makes me just contracted and depressed. Okay, so it's when it's the inability to express something, or the fact that you don't even have anything to express. You have nothing to give off. So that's what keeps people motivated. That's what keeps you going. You gotta have something to give off so you can receive back and things like that. Express. No expression, you'll get depression. That's one thing. That's used to happen to me. I used to get depressed because I want to share things with people, magic tricks and ideas and things that I've written about and read about, but I have no one to talk to, or it's just the opportunity is not there. So I just get sad and I just think about it and I talk to myself. That's one thing. The other thing happens to all of us. It happens to you. It will happen again. Pay attention. We are in a constant state of growth and development and moving on in our lives all the time, okay? There is not a single point in time that you can point to where a boy becomes a man, okay? It happens gradually. There's not one point of time where he, boom, switches overnight. It becomes got hair and big muscle and he starts to smell different. It's not like that. It happens gradually, okay? One of the reasons that make us depressed is your resistance to that growth. Now, this growth is natural. Now, here's a rule in the universe, okay? Just remember that. When you go against nature, you're setting yourself up to lose, okay? You can't win against nature. It's hard, okay? So the natural process of your body is it's going to grow and change. However, your mind gets used to a pattern that your body has been in for a long time. This is why if you see teenagers, they're difficult to deal with. They don't want to talk to anyone. They think they're on top of everything. They're really hard to deal with. And they're depressed. They want to lock their door. They want to stay alone. They don't want to talk to anyone. It's because their mind is going against the nature, the natural growth and change. Their body's freaking out of hormones. And their mind is just freaking out. It's like, what's going on? I used to be comfortable as a child. I don't know what to do. So the nature of your body is changing and growing. And your mind is going like that. It's going, I don't like that. Okay? Now, this is going to happen again and again and again when you're 21, and then it's going to happen again when you're 26, 27, like that. It's going to keep happening. Your physiological growth happens while your mind is not ready. It starts to resist that change. And that's why you're going to become depressed. It took me time to figure that out, but I think I did, at least for me, okay? When there were times, I see the pattern. It's usually when you're going through a change. They call it transitional period. You ever hear that? I'm going through a transitional period. Well, transition means you're physiologically changing, and it's only taking time for your mind to realize that and accept that, so it's gonna start resisting. How do you beat this? Like I said in the beginning, do not resist nature. Try as much as you can to flow with it and dance with it, okay? Just dance with it. Go with it, okay? The fact that after you become aware that, okay, this is what's happening to me right now, you're not going to freak out and you're not going to be depressed. You're going to still be able to enjoy every moment of your life because it's not a long life. I've spoken about this before. Always remember, we don't have a long time. That's what keeps us going. That's what makes life important. But, yeah, that's it. If you know what's happening to your body, you can control it. Look, work towards mastering what's happening in your brain and your body. If you do that, I don't care how much you have in the bank, what shitty job you have, it doesn't matter. Because you're a master, you can do whatever you want. You can manipulate what life gives you in your own favor. Do that. And you won't be depressed, and you'll be cool, and you'll be happy. Those are the two main reasons that used to get me depressed, and when I realized them, I'm happy. They won't affect me anymore. Next challenge, please. On to the next one. So, Yeah, just discover yourself. It's gonna be different from someone to another one. This is only my opinion, is only iron side. Some people are gonna get their panties in a bunch and say, "Oh, this guy's talking about." No, it's not like that. And okay, look, I just throw out ideas. I've It's all I do. I just remember, figure out things on my own, and I start to share with people, with friends, to those who listen. And I'm kind of going on a rant right now, but it's good. I'm finished.